Hello comrades and friends, and welcome to another episode of Grixis Grind, the 101st episode. So, I'm still playing the control deck. I've made some very slight changes. I've swapped Ritual of Soot out for Storm's Wrath. I just want to give it a go, see how it goes. I've already noticed some big differences, namely that Ritual of Soot deals with Lovestruck Beast, but Storm's Wrath deals with Questing Beast. So those are two very relevant cards that make the choice quite a difficult one, honestly. And I wouldn't be surprised if you went for like a 50-50 split in the end between the two. Other than that, I went for the 4 Mystical Disputes and only 1 Agonizing Remorse, because I reckon 3 discard-like cards in hand is probably good enough. In all honesty though, I think I'm starting to like Agonizing Remorse more, simply because it gets around Mystical Dispute. So, an opponent can leave 1 blue open to Mystical Dispute a Thought Erasure, but they can't do that to an Agonizing Remorse, which is pretty huge. And so I think in tomorrow's video I'm going to try running a full playset of Agonizing Remorse in the main deck, just to see how that goes. I also have been getting more and more impressed with Erebos' intervention, as well as Ashiok Nightmare Muse. At first, I thought Erebos' intervention wasn't going to be, well, good enough, I suppose, versus some of the larger creatures, like Lovestruck Beast, because you'd have to wait until you have 6 mana to deal with a single Lovestruck Beast, which is really bad. But since the meta is so full of smaller creatures, you're usually busting Erebos' intervention on like turn 2, or turn 4, or turn 5. You're not having to wait until turn 6. And in addition, since we run so many creatures for a control deck, you don't have to max out on the on giving the creature -X/-X. You can choose to just, you know, give them -1/-1 and block them with a Murderous Rider, for example. And suddenly a 3/3 becomes a 2/2, and Murderous Rider kills it. And with Ashiok Nightmare Muse, well, the 2/3 beaters, or the 2/3 creatures, have been really useful in restocking the board and stabilizing, especially against aggressive decks. And then the -3 has helped so many times against enchantments. It's been absolutely bonkers, especially since it returns a target enchantment instead of making them sacrifice an enchantment, like Farika's Ibation, I think it's called, or Farika's Edict is what I call it, because it's an edict. And yeah, so honestly, I think Ashiok Nightmare Muse may even be better than Nikki B himself. Of course, Nikki B Dragon G can take Ashiok's abilities, but only if Ashiok is on the board. If not, then like Bolas can draw, or Bolas can kill something. Ashiok can also play a beta that protects themselves, while Bolas can't protect themselves unless there's another Planeswalker on the field that creates blockers for him. So that's another really interesting thing to think about. One of the other things is that I'm quite happy with how much easier lots of the cards that have been added to Grixis control are to cast. So, for example, Agonizing Remorse, 1 Misc, 1 black. while Thought Erasure is blue-black. Erebos' intervention is X-black. It's instead of needing, like, if you're running in older versions of Grixis, you'd run 4 copies of Thought Erasure, 4 copies of Dreadhorde Butcher, and so you'd need both blue-black and red-black on turn 2 for those possible plays, which is really quite difficult in the early game. Anyway, I think I've been talking for way long enough, and if you're still listening by the end of this, then hey, thanks for sticking around. And I thank you very much for watching. Good luck in your ranked games, and I'll see you tomorrow. I'll keep this, because I can search for an island for the Thought Erasure. Yeah, blue-red makes me definitely want to search for an island. And drawing the swamp mountain does too, so then I can pretty well cast whatever I want, depending on what they play. Okay, so that is a growth spiral if I've ever seen one. Ah, this is Flash. Okay. Yeah, let's get rid of the Ionize, because that's the only thing that really bothers us. I might keep the Bone Crusher open, because that can deal with a Brazen Borrower or a Grixis. That's okay. They're probably gonna go. Well, they get that so then they can have Vantress open. But what else will they want to do? If they don't do anything, I'm going to Bone Crusher Giant them. So I want to see if I can get. Okay, I'm not going to Bone Crusher Giant them. I might Brazen Borrow that. Is it better to get Bolus or Ashiok? I think. Well, Bolus can draw cards though. But Ashiok gets me beaters that. Yeah, beaters is better.
Come. The shadows awaken.
Because now that they need. Now that they know that I'm going to be spawning 2 3s every turn, that they'll want to have a way to deal with it. And if they can't get a way to deal with it... Oh, that's fine. Alright. Actually... if I swing in... and they block, I can do an Erebos's Intervention for 2. Yeah, for just 1. So then it doesn't kill my creature, but I kill it. And then we're gonna plus.
My kin are delightfully friendly.
Ah, Clothis. Plan card, otherwise 2 less damage. Interesting. Okay. So that is in exile. So I can use Ashiok to yoink it. How many cards there? So Clothis, Brazen Borrower. Not yet.
The shadows awaken. Gods once, I am one again.
Alright.
Witness a mote of my power.
Yeah, the new Ashiok is good. God damn.
You cannot intimidate me.
Alright. It's fine by me. Now, I probably want to draw. Okay, that gives me a land. It's pretty good. I might stomp that Bone Crusher. I'm really high on life,
You
so...
have no weakness I cannot exploit. My kin are delightfully friendly.
And then I'll probably just stomp that. And maybe leave Ashiok's Erasure open. As well as Brazen Borrower. Okay, so this is Flash, and it's Temur Flash. So... I probably want... No, Legion Robust doesn't deal with Bone Crusher Giant though. Gets destroyed by that, so it might not be good versus that. Elspeth's Nightmare doesn't hit any of their creatures that we saw. Crab the Canarium only hits Brazen Borrower, so it's better to just have the Storm's Wrath. We've put in more counter spells, so we might have to take out a couple, like Intervention. Okay. Triple discard hand. Sounds good. That sounds absolutely disgusting. I love it. Yeah, I'm happy to see Nasa. Well, here is where we find out if they have Mystical Dispute by doing Agonizing Remorse first. Okay. So I can't really stop them playing a Wilderness Wreck. But I guess I can get rid of Mystic. And I need to search for land. No. Alright. So I think I will do a Thought Erasure. I mean, if they have double Wilderness Wreck, does that really affect me? They're a Flash deck, they only really need one. Yeah, I'll get rid of the Brazen. Yes. This means I get to play Bolus next turn. Yeah, I made the right decision.
Once again. My intellect is without limit.
And if they play a creature, I can kill it. I'm getting dangerously low though. Alright, let's draw a card.
My schemes are never ending.
Well, they could top deck a Grixis. So I might shut that off for them.
There are so many. Keep an open mind.
Ah, you can't draw extra cards. Alright, let's see if I can find a discard spell. Well, I'll get rid of the focus.
Here, deep below, lies succulent orb. I leave you. Fade into the shadows.
Nice. Oh yeah, let's keep a no-lander. We'll keep a 2-lander, I guess. Just because we got the scry. Okay, so this is the Voltron deck. Nope. I think getting red mana for the Bone Crusher is going to be most important. Another one of those things. And the Healer's Hawk. Ah, it's on our way. Okay, well we need double red then. Like ASAP. I can give enchantment. Sorry, yeah, protection. That has flying though. Yeah. I care about protection more. So, that's gonna get some life. Alright, so I'm not gonna have Storm's Wrath available on card. That Primate's gonna be horrible.
Our true strength lies in our friendship.
What? Yikes. Well, what's in your hand? Okay. Yeah, cool. We lose to a Primate. So, mono white, eh? I definitely want Noxious Grasp. And I probably want Leyline. Sorry, not Leyline, Cry. I don't want the Erasure, it's too expensive. Dragon God, probably a bit expensive too. Tail's End is fine. It's Thassa's Intervention, that's probably too slow. Okay. Play first. Yeah, this looks decent. Ooh, double mulligan, triple mulligan. That'll make Agonizing Remorse amazing. Very happy to bolt myself in the face to do that. Okay. Very shock and gut shot. can intervene on Daxos. It'll be a 2-3. So we can go like the Alseid, make him a 2-2. Now, should I do that before they get to untap? Yeah, I probably should. So just... This gains me 1 life instead of gaining me 0 life if I shoved in the Blood Crypt. I might just win because they don't have anything to do. Yeah, so I guess I'll keep the minuses open. Cool. And then we can play Ashiok and have some critics. We're literally only winning because they got mana screwed though, because they had to mulligan down to 4. So this isn't a real game of Magic. The deck shuffler decided that my opponent didn't really want to play a proper game. The mana system is very contentious when it comes to Magic the Gathering. Lots of people don't like it, because it adds like 40-ish% of your deck that doesn't do anything. But honestly, I think there comes in lots of skill with building a deck with the right amount of lands. It's like a low to the ground deck, mainly one, like, 20 lands. In Modern, I had a deck which was built around Ballista Coil Weird, and it ran 16 lands because pretty much it only needed one mana to get going, and then it could just Goldfish kill. Now back to the game itself. I'm going second now. Don't think I change anything. And yeah, other things that I like about the mana system is that it adds mana restrictions. So unlike in other card games, like in Legends of Runeterra, you get given mana and you choose your faction, like Noxious and Ionia, or Demacia and Freljord. Select double blue. Nah, I think I might mulligan that. Okay, that's a bit better. I'll dump the Narset because Storm's Wrath can be really good. Anyway, yeah, so in like Legends of Runeterra, you can have factions and shit. I don't need that. That's a 5th mana. But then you're only restricted to the 2 factions that you choose. While in Magic, you have the ability to, you can pick someone on Bolus's side in War of the Spark, but you can also pick someone from Boros in War of the Spark. And then you can also pick someone from Izzet. So you can go get Ral, and you can get I think I want the temple. So yeah, you can get Ral and Yeah, that's fine. You can get Ral, Nicol Bolas, and Legion Warboss all on the same team. And none of those are from the same faction. Holy shit, that's big Warboss. I'm gonna have to just Murderous Ride that immediately. And then next turn I can Storm's Wrath. They don't play anything. That makes me want to just leave open the Murderous Rider for the Linden. I don't really care about them gaining life. Oh. Now's a good time as any. I'm gonna search up for a black so I can play Bolas.
Multiverse in my I am Death's master.
Alright. Hopefully we've slowed them down enough at this point.
Return.
Okay. Well, I'll probably just play out a Murderous Rider. Throw black. Oh, you don't get throw red. Oh, are you serious? I tapped down my black. Auto tapper. Why? Why do you do this stuff now? But if I can start gaining life, I can claw my way back. Okay, let's Auto Raise. I'm happy to see that. Do I just want to delay the Linden for a minute? I reckon. And they can activate Arden Veil now as well. So I could go 4 and then 3, so yeah. Time to gain some life. Oh, sorry. Just 3. Do that now so I can swing in and gain some life. And we've stabilized. Yeah, it looks like we're probably gonna win now at this point, unless they... Okay, well they concede, but unless they could top deck something amazing. Sweet. Well, that was day 2. Honestly, I am really enjoying the honeymoon period of Theros. It's such a refreshing way to play, where you're not up against the same few decks every single time. Like, I've only seen one food deck, like one John food deck since the new set came out. Anyway, I'm really happy with how today's games went. Some wins, some losses, but in the end they were all pretty fun. Anyway, I apologize for the late upload yesterday. Well, something must have happened to my computer as I was letting it upload the video throughout the night, because it didn't work in the morning, and so I had to re-upload it during the day. So anyway, I thank you very much for watching. Good luck in your ranked games, and I hope you have a really nice day.